Hello, guys. It's High Priestess Jamila, and I need a man. I need,
You was
I
funny.
need who me? Me talking about me.
I need a man.
I need a man right now. Right now. I know I'm looking like crazy. Hey, I need my. Give me the blanket because I'm not dressed. Ooh, my hand all of a sudden started itching. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get covered up here because I just woke up. Y'all, I was telling my daughter that she favors Eliana, Nature Boy's wife, and she was like, "I don't agree, but they favor, they do." Hey, y'all, I have a problem. I have a serious problem, and I need a man to fix my dryer. I need a service man or a handyman. Cause my son, he don't know nothing yet. He just a baby. Okay. He 19. You know, if he knew about electrical stuff, then perhaps he could help his mama. All of a sudden when I went live though, my left palm, like from the middle of my hand to the bottom is itching like crazy. So I know a blessing is coming. It might even be y'all know I'm looking kind of crazy. I still have leftover eyeliner. I did do my sugar scrub last night, so my complexion does look a little bit better today. Like my skin looks a little smoother to me. I don't know about you guys, but it just, because yeah, I don't know. I need help, please. Please help me. So listen, y'all. We got the washer straightened away. It's straight, but the dryer. I got the cord today. It's got like those, you know how you have to convert it to match whatever outlet is in your house. So I connect the it's got those little things, the little circle things, and you have to unscrew it and screw it all in. I think I connected it correctly. I connected it, push start on the dryer, nothing happens. I'm so sad. Like I'm so like literally, guys, I'm not joking with you. Earlier I started crying because I have like two or three loads that are waiting to dry. And I know that dryer works. I know it works because I was just using it not too long ago. Unless it broke overnight, like how do I like what can I do? Like I'm about to I'm really sad right now. I need a man, please. I do have a couple of repair people in my phone. There's this one guy that I met. He's in my phone. He's a mechanic, so he may know something. And then they got social distancing. What are we gonna do? What are us women gonna do? Like seriously. I'm thinking about calling a friend of mine, but I don't know if that would be smart for me to do that. But I don't know very many repair people. Like, please, like, guys, I don't want to have to call somebody to fix this because what if it could be something wrong with the wall outlet? And then I call a repair person and pay that, and then it's something wrong with the wall outlet, which I doubt it because I know that the electricity works because the washer works fine. So then you would assume that the connection works for the dryer. I am so sad right now. I did, Nikita. Trust me, that was the first thing that I did, yo. I just need for somebody to come and do it for me. Just come and, do this wiring thing for this thing and just make me have a dryer magically. I am so sorry for every time that I said I was done with the male race. I would probably get on my knees right now for a dryer. I mean, I am a woman. No, not now. I have the correct one. It plugs into the wall just fine. And I called the manufacturers. It's not like I just ordered it. I actually called Amana. I have an Amana dryer. I called them yesterday. I gave them the model number and they sent the cord. Now, okay, the only thing that I can think of is that maybe I need to switch the grounding wires. Maybe that's what it is. Or I need to look like I've learned a little bit more about this, but I just don't want to do it anymore. I've been scrunched up in that corner behind the dryer in this little bitty tiny space, unscrewing and screwing these things for the past 2 hours. No, I need a man. I need a man. Yes, I did. Not now. Is a somebody on YouTube said you plugged it in the wall. Yes, I did. I know you're trying to help, but yes, I did. I did plug it into the wall, y'all. Come on now. Thank you, Miss J. Renful. You know what? We're doing well. We're doing okay. But the problem is that we have to do laundry. I am going to do laundry all weekend. This is gonna drive me crazy. And I know I'm gonna call a repair person. That's the only thing I can do. But I still need a man. Because if I had a man, he would either know how to do it or he would pay for it. I'm tired of being alone, y'all. I can't do it no more. You talking about the breaker box? Yes, we tripped the breaker. You know how you do the breaker, turn it off, turn it on. I'm not going to a laundromat. No, no, Nikita, no. I have wait. See, even Daniela said no, no, no. We are not going to the laundromat. I'm gonna sit here in the comfort of my own home and fold all these clothes all weekend. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go out there and stand on the corner and look as cute as possible. It's Queen Jamila941 at gmail.com. Nikita, you're funny. You know I don't want to go to a laundromat. And then right now I'm not mobile. I'm not mobile. Uh and the washer is amazing. It's working. The washer is good. It's the dryer now because this house has a four prong. My dryer had a three prong. So it was not a problem finding the little electrical box. See, somebody just texted me and said you need a man. I agree. Preferably somebody that has knowledge of general household repair. For real. And then I need him to possibly go and just buy me a dryer. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's a sign. It is. It's time for me to finally get married. I know I've been doing all this hoeing for all these years. No, I'm joking, y'all. I'm not a hoe. That was seriously a joke. It was supposed to make y'all laugh. My email is in the my email is in the video description, but no, seriously, because I know, like, okay, even with it takes me back, it gives me bad memories of my ex, right? And I had two kids with him, but like I didn't ever have to worry about all of this stuff like car repairs. Like he would fix my car, he would break my car, and then offer to fix it just so that he could try to get back with me. I'm thinking about buying him a bus ticket. I'm really thinking about buying him a bus ticket so he can. I think we should get your dad a bus ticket.
No.
No, we need a dryer. If your dad was here, we would have a dryer, and then I'd be like, "Are you going home?" He should do that anyway. I shouldn't have to get back with him.
Mom,
He should do that anyway. Your daughters need. Well, that I mean, who else is gonna come? Am I gonna call who who? And we know, oh boy, even if I were desperate enough to call him, he wouldn't come because he's a germaphobe. He ain't leaving the house. He probably would come if I called him.
who?
I'm not gonna say we're not gonna speak his name. I'm not gonna say it. I need a dryer. I'm so desperate for a dryer that I'm willing. Y'all, I swear to God. Cause what am I gonna do? Like, first of all, I could have. Thank you. I did do my sugar scrub last night. I didn't use brown sugar. I used white sugar. And after I did the sugar scrub, I did like take some lemon to the bath with me, and I like because I do like I don't use like skin tonics and stuff that you buy. I use lemon on my face. And it will burn, especially after you do a sugar scrub, but it's not like a burning, like, oh my God, my face is burning off. It's almost like a acid peel. Like you can use lemons to like, really exfoliate your skin. And so I need to do a couple of more treatments, but thank you. Thank you. Because you know what? Another thing is that I think I look funny to myself because my phone is messing up. So I need a new phone too. You know, somebody is texting me and they're being weird. That if you are not able to come over here right now and fix this dryer, then it's just kind of pointless. I want my washer and my dryer. Okay, so when I moved into the last house, I didn't have a washer and dryer. So I went to an appliance place and bought a set, right? The people that I bought it from installed it. These were men. I'm sure that there's female appliance installers. You don't see them too often. Okay? So I've realized that I need men, okay? And then also we need to get a man in here to teach Ty how to do certain things like that. You just sent me an email. Is this somebody that's in Georgia? Is it somebody that might live like maybe 15 or 20 minutes from here so they can get here real quick?
Mom, let me see your phone.
What do you need to see my phone for, sweetie? I'm on it.
Because this is connected to it, so.
Would you just wait? Oh, you don't want to hear me talk about how I need a man?
Yeah, Mom, let me see.
You don't want a
Don't say
stepfather?
no. I don't care if I get a stepfather or not.
I'm getting
No.
married, y'all. When this whole thing. Oh, he's in Stone Mountain. Okay, cool, cool. Hey, Orion's daughter. How you doing? How you doing? Okay, yeah. Is it a company or is it a person? Okay. Is he gonna charge me? How much am I gonna have to pay? What am I gonna have to give up to give up to get this service? I swear, I have those. See, this is the same thing that happened last year. I will have a vulnerable moment and be like, like, come on now, this is ridiculous. And I'm sure it's a lot of men out there laughing at me, like, I thought you was a feminist. I thought you was a feminist. Now you need a man. I didn't say that I didn't need you guys' services. I just don't want all the drama with it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that I like men to do for me. There's a lot. Like, I can't even talk about some of the things that I love for men to do for me. But this is one of the things in particular that I need. Okay, he works construction. Okay. Oh, but wait though, I don't know you. Like then if I call that person not now, then you're gonna be a stranger online that's gonna know where I live. I don't know. But thank you though. Shit, actually that stranger would probably be better than some people. There's this one person that I would really love to just beg to come over here and fix it because I bet you he would. But then you just never know what could happen with that. Like you just really never know. Like literally, because I don't trust it. He does not tell me where you live. Okay, okay, good. Okay, well, thank you. You saying that in the chat just really reassures me. It does. I swear to you, I'm not lying. Anyway, I love you for trying to help me though. Thank you so much. Like I really, really, guys, I would sit here. You know what? It's given me. I have literally a new found appreciation for even having a washer and dryer that is literally sitting in there that I can't use. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, because I don't know. You know what? Dirty laundry brings in bad energy and bad spirits. So, I made a promise to myself that I'm going to keep the laundry done, like all of it. Even if it's not my laundry, the kids' laundry, I'm going to keep that done because, like, I don't know. Like, now that I can differentiate the smells in this house because this house doesn't have like bad moldy smell to it like the last house, so it's like I can smell the laundry that needs to be done. Like when you go and walk towards it, it's like this laundry, and okay, it's not like I never knew how to differentiate between clean and dirty. Let's not do that, but it's like it smells like like if you have like a pile of laundry, it's gonna have a smell. No, those are extra little ear thingies.
Move, little girl.
Can somebody that loves me moves to Georgia, please, and you can stay with me for a couple of weeks. Just fix the dryer. I was thinking about going outside and like standing down there. It's like it's not a corner. Like I'm not in a bad neighborhood, but just kind of standing down there looking cute. And somebody pull over and I say, hey, I'll do anything you want if you just fix my dryer. All right, I gotta be a boss lady though. Boss ladies, what do boss ladies do? Boss ladies call a repair person. That's what they do. I do know somebody that I trust. I do know somebody that I trust that is a mechanic as well. He works on cars and I know he can fix it. But my phone service has been a little shoddy. And I can call him, so I make better phone calls through Google Voice than through my phone. And I think, you know what? Hold on. Let me make sure that I'm set up for Wi-Fi calling.
Can you turn off your Bluetooth?
Hold on. Oh my Wi. That's why all my calls have been failing. My Wi-Fi calling is not
Can you turn off your
set up. Hold on. It is turned off. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all. I'm back. Where's my chat? It's my okay. There y'all go. The the statistics. What do you mean by the race statistics? You know what? Georgia is really nice. I'm gonna tell you something. In Georgia, you're
Can
gonna
you not take some
find.
cigarettes?
Oh my goddess. In Georgia, you're gonna find a. Okay, now something is wrong here. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Okay. I did not do that. I didn't do anything to your music. Okay, so
You
you're gonna
did.
find a. I haven't really ran into racism here in Georgia. The only problems that I had in Georgia was from my own people. Cause y'all know that my boyfriend, who I'm not with anymore, but he's always my boyfriend because y'all know that he's black and he was pretty much the person that did all the racism against me for 5 years straight. Real facts. No white person did anything to me while I was here. That is the true facts. My landlord, a black guy, very racist towards me, very demeaning towards me, very disrespectful towards me. Okay, so over in Georgia, you're gonna find a mixture of black and white people. You're gonna find a lot of heavily congested areas with a lot of black people. A lot of these black people can range from either being cool and being super cool or not being cool. So let's talk about the people that might not be cool. Those are the people that may rob you. Not cool. The people that are cool are the type of people that are like, hi, they're really open. Like in my hometown, when you go to a store, people are usually looking down. They avoid you. Over here. They're like, hi. They'll walk up to you. The super cool people will invite you to their house, give you dinner, even, offer you some, you know, sex. I'm serious. When I had first got here, it was like the welcoming committee. It really wasn't. And I could have met like when I first got to Georgia, I had the opportunity to make a lot of friends. But instead I was dealing with other stuff. But I had numbers. I've lost my phone since then. It's just crazy because like I said, when I first got here, my boyfriend, he's my shadow. Where I go, he goes. Where he goes, I go. What he feels, I feel. What he thinks, I feel. What I feel, he thinks. I don't care what nobody says. And he was on me for 5 years being a jerk. And so I haven't had any, so that's BS. I have not had any white person be racist towards me. Not once. I felt some type of way when I took my daughter to the doctor when she was pregnant once, because this lady was all like, and I was like, dude, she's pregnant. She's not, a after school teen special. She's just pregnant. I hate it when people treat you may be able to do that to another family, but you're not going to treat my family like that. Whatever happens in my family, it is what it is. You're not going to be sitting up here and judging us and stuff. Like, I don't play that. But other than that, I ain't had no problem with no racism here. Yeah, they that southern hospitality is very real. It is. Yeah. Yes, exactly. And even though there were at the time, racist, it wasn't racist people here, it was racist people there. Now I will tell you that I think that they are extra careful when it comes to black people down here, because I did feel discriminated against, but I've already came to grips with a lot of that stuff, so I'm not worried about that. I don't necessarily think it was a black thing. I just think it was a safety thing, because I kept having, and this is one of the reasons why I won't let certain people know where I live, because they think that using CPS is going to control you. I doubt it very seriously in this county that I live in now that they would be able to get away with that. When I was in the county I was in before, that it's that I believe that on some level they do, and they did kind of discriminate again. It depends on your zip code, because where I lived, and then since the landlord wasn't taking care of the property, people naturally assume something about you. Yes, Orion's daughter, yes, and they still are. They still are, and I was talking about this when it came to black men. the other day. And it's like I would love for you to come over and have dinner with me, and I would love to just make love to you and in the sunroom and all of that stuff, but I can't do it because you're too stupid. You're gonna do something stupid because and I can't. No. No, because I can't have that. Black people using the system against each other. Disgusting. Now y'all done got me riled up. Now I'm just gonna be 1,000. Yeah, exactly. Not now. I usually do. Like it was. No, I'm telling you, y'all don't understand. I want to date somebody respectful. That dude was using witchcraft on me. I got hoodooed. Y'all got to understand it. I'm telling y'all, if you own this channel and you saw me, kissing somebody on this channel and spending time with them on this channel, that person hoodooed me. He did, and the way that he did it was so horrible. And I'm still trying to break away. It's hard. I'm still trying to break away, and it's really it's crazy. But yeah, I told y'all that like last year I would come to y'all. I don't think y'all remember because usually whenever it's a situation going on between a man and a woman, statistically and spiritually, people always listen to everything the man is saying. They completely ignore the woman. I kept coming to y'all and telling y'all I am trying to break up with this person. Every time I try to break up with this person, I feel like my heart is breaking. This person is doing something to me. Please help me. Pray for me. I kept coming to y'all telling y'all that, like, because every single time it just got worse and worse. The humiliation that he put me through. And y'all know who I'm talking about, and he's probably watching. Yeah, and I will do work on him, and I will because it's difficult, but I think he still does work on me, and I think he still does work on me. Why? And why isn't it his intent a good thing? Why can't I trust him? And I told him, I said, I think you're in my opinion you're handsome, you're good in bed. Why is it that you've done so much to me and you can't be trusted? I can't trust you because it's nothing if there's no trust. Yeah, I do readings. So yeah, it's just as messed up. It really is. I need to do my edges, y'all. Can you do my edges, Deja? Can you do my edges? Thank you. I need my edges done. Please, please do my edges. Nobody's listening to me except for y'all. You do not see things close to you? What? Princess Cass is like, please go get the do your mom. They don't never want to do mommy's edges.
Mom, you're not even letting me unconnect on Bluetooth from your phone.
You first of all,
It's already disconnected.
No, it's not.
It is, sweetie
It
pie. It
connects
is.
Let me see.
No, no. See, these are little. These they don't can I please express my pain and anguish over this whole dryer situation? And you know what? I really not only do I want somebody that's respectful that I can trust, but somebody that'll say, you know what, don't even worry about it. I'll go buy you a new dryer. You know what? Matter of fact, let's just throw that old one away or either sell it and I'll buy you a fresh, like a brand new, updated washer and dryer, because my washer and dryer, they're not old, but you know what I'm saying? It's sort of a newer model, but you can tell that it's got some mileage on it. So You did not pick up on the guy. What, Princess Cass? What? I have 3 kids. I was just hanging clothes all over. Oh my goddess, yeah, Princess Cass. That oh my goddess. I guess that could be. Here they go. I'm doing good, baby. I can't. Hey. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go. All the children are giving me all of the signs that I need to get off of here. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go, you guys. I'll figure it out. We got the washer and dryer. We got the washer figured out. I bet you it's something that I'm not doing or something that I'm missing. But I just don't want to. I don't want to. Um, I don't want to be bothered with it anymore. And I do feel like I do feel it sometimes because I feel like if I did have that kind of support, because please believe me, you know what? I do have that support because every time I put it out in the universe that I need something, especially when I come live, it happens because we at least got the washer going and we got the correct dryer cord. Now it's all about, first of all, like I'm tired of my kids having to wait to have clean clothes. We have okay, I understand that yes, a woman should always have the essentials, and I do have the essentials. Not really, but I do have a house, so I'm at a good start. But now it's time for me to upgrade some more. I need a man because if I had one, all of this would be fixed by now. All of it. And it sucks. Put it in the old stuff. No, I want it today. Like, no, y'all not understanding. In fact, I'm wasting time on here. I've got to make phone calls. And I just turned on my Wi-Fi calling. Because only my Wi-Fi calling works here for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm not near a cell phone tower. Is probably why. I'm not sure. Which I guess that would be a good thing. But I'm wasting time even on here. I've got to find somebody to do this today. Or else I'm already gonna go to the store and get me some wine. That's gonna happen. I'm gonna go get dressed. I gotta, you know what? Actually, I'm kind of musty. So I gotta go upstairs and take a shower. And God, I gotta clean them herbs out of the tub because I took a bath last night. And I was too tired to. So I gotta go clean out the tub and take a shower. And I'm going to get me some wine because this is for the birds. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it. So yeah. And it's really, these household things that are happening that I really, really need help with. Literally, this has been affecting work. So it's like I can still do readings. I can live with the situation. But like, for example, this throw blanket, it needs to be fixed, and then I need extra money. Cause if I was with somebody right now, I'd be like, look, I need for you to go and I'll give you a list. Obviously, I wouldn't be with him if I couldn't give him a list of things that I needed and he just go get it. I wouldn't want him to steal it. So like a lot of y'all don't understand, like, especially, I don't know, when I was in my teens and 20s, and I probably shouldn't have done that either. My aunt Regina, let me tell y'all something. My aunt Regina, she hated all of my boyfriends. And she said it was because they were broke. She said, I don't appreciate you. And she checked every one of them. I think they got her out of the way. These broke, cheap men. My auntie, man, I'm not joking with y'all. My auntie went outside to my then boyfriend that I was dealing with at that time. And she said, first of all, you not good enough for my niece. She dating down. Why she with you, I don't know. My aunt had a brainstem stroke, and when she passed on, she, I, you know what I'm saying? She used to always tell me, she was like, you need to make sure that man has a job. She would bitch and moan about it all the time. But see, my mother never talked to me about stuff like that. She never said anything. So when I was a teenager, I was just like, I don't care if he don't have no money. I love him. No, 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 no. If my daughter said that, I would give them an exorcism. No, no. Because most of the time, if you meet him and he ain't got nothing, 9 times out of 10, a lot of these men that don't have nothing, they're not gonna just all of a sudden go and change because of you. No, some of them have problems, and then another thing, I kept meeting these guys with drug addictions because I believe it was because of my father. So now that I'm 42. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Like, and I'm not used up because I've been celibate more than I've been sexually active throughout my life, and I think that's been my ancestors' energy making me be celibate because they like, nah, you need to get you somebody that is going to freaking have it.
Video.
I'm sorry, and it don't have nothing to do with having kids. So a lot of these men that don't want to be good men to us, let me tell y'all, a lot of these men that are like that, they'll try to make their excuses that you have kids. Okay, what if I didn't have kids? Would you be able to afford my rent? If I didn't have kids, would you be able to move? Would we be able to decide to move in together and you pay my rent? Okay, is the question. And if they can't do it, then he's not for you, sis. Facts. And he can sit up here and say, well, Jamila, you got a big old forehead. You look funny. It's like, I don't care. Somebody will make sure if it's gonna be a man up in here, he's gonna be paying your bills. And like, here's the thing. That is a no-brainer. We shouldn't even have to say that. We shouldn't even. So that's one of the reasons why I said I'm getting off this housing assistance, because I'm not gonna be nobody's cheap date. They want you to be a cheap date. They want you to be a cheap relationship. Sorry.
I thought you was getting off that. You was
No, because no, I gotta talk about this because I'm sorry. And you know what? A lot of them will say that, but it's like, come on. And I'm not trying to dish you, but this is kind of obvious. But you know what? There are a lot of men out there that were not taught that it doesn't matter what living situation that you're in, especially if you're married, like, or with a woman, you're supposed to take care of that woman. And so this is what I've thought about. I feel like a lot of the men that we talk to on a daily basis, especially these men in social media, it is because of the type of women that they have been with. Because I'm not a hoe, honestly, I'm not. In fact, when I think about it, my spirits and ancestors, I've been celibate. I was celibate right before I got pregnant with Jacob. I was celibate for 8 years. And that was because my spirits was like, no. And then when my aunt died, her and my grandmother, they have been trying to find me somebody that's perfect for me. You can't really change a person into what you want them to be. But like, I do have a very strong sexual connection with this one person. But you can have a strong sexual connection with somebody, but then they feel like, for some reason, they feel like you're not worthy of me taking care of you. And I'm sorry, like, when men because and it's almost like they want you to kiss their ass. They want to be able to do whatever they want to do to you. They want to be able to cheat. They want to be able to do stuff, and it's like, no, no, like, no. And then also, I want somebody that's good with kids. I don't want somebody that's gonna be, abusive to kids either. Because I love kids and I want more babies. I want more babies. Okay. I want two more children because my spirits have already informed me, guys, that I'm supposed to have a set of twins, would be my last children when I'm married. Me and my husband are supposed to have a set of twins. And I'm gonna tell y'all they're gonna be born during the month of March. They are going to be Pisces zodiac sign. I will have a set of Pisces, so I'm gonna end up having four children that are Pisces children, and that prophecy is gonna come true. So it's already been prophesized by several people, including my ancestors, including the cards, because somebody said no more babies. Well, that's because they can see me having those babies, but that's because that's with my man that I'm going to hand fast with. And I feel he's going to be a practitioner. So, but I need to bring him in. We got to get this cracking. Then, oh, I hope that did nobody see me naked or anything, y'all, because that would just be bad. Mm-hmm. I'm 42. I'm 42. You think I'm too old to get a husband? I don't agree. Some people say, oh, well, when you in your 40s, you might as well hang it up. Y'all feel that way? Y'all crazy to feel that way. That's a lie. That's a lie. You get a deep. Now, here's the thing though. Some of y'all gonna have to take somebody else's man. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. That was a joke. I'm 38. My kids are 18, 4 and 5 years, but I would have one more. Oh, you were asking about yeah, you know what, guys? When I get pregnant the next time, I can see myself being in very good physical shape as well as very healthy. I'm not going to be smoking cigarettes, obviously. So I don't plan on doing that until I'm probably like maybe, well, as soon as possible, because when you start planning a baby, it's good for you to detox. And I already see it happening because Spirit had me buy some detox tea. Yes. So that's going to happen. I'm going to take vitamins for 3 months, or not vitamins, but just making sure that I've got plenty of folic acid so that my egg can be really healthy and my weight can be healthy. Yeah. But anyway, just even if we didn't have kids, because but I just know that he is. It's obvious. You know what I'm saying? Like it seems like all of them want to make a baby with you. All of them, even the ones that you're not going to settle down with. It's like, let's make a baby. It's like, no, you getting caught up. We do not need to make no baby because we not together. We don't live together. We're not married. We didn't hand fast. There has been no commitment ceremony, and you haven't paid any of my bills. I am not dealing with any man, or taking any man seriously that is not going to pay for me. So I can manage this rent by myself. But if it's going to be a man in here, he is not going to be sitting around talking about where's the juicy juice and can I have your debit card to go to the store. No, no. And see, it ain't about because they'll say, well, we got to take care of them kids too. That's weak men that think that way. Because, first of all, my oldest daughter already got a job. And to be honest with you, I was thinking about it this morning. I said, first of all, my daughters are not concerned about coronavirus. None of my kids seem to care much, but it kind of made me think a little bit. I said, should I allow her to work because they're willing to hire her? That kind of makes me nervous right now. Okay, because I don't want her getting some kind of strange, mysterious stuff. So, yeah. But what the point that I'm making is, because the coronavirus is going to pass. The point, and we'll move on, we'll progress from that. Okay. But my point of it is that, like, men don't think you got all them kids and they die, die, die. It's like, well, technically I only have one young child. So, you know, first of all, a man that really loves you is not going to question your kids at all. He's not going to question them at all. He's going to understand. In fact, Jacob's donor, because his father is a donor, it's not that disgusting dude that y'all saw online. This is a man that lives in Kansas. His father actually, I guess, like my donor, kind of fell in love with me for a minute, and me and him were kind of seeing each other. In fact, I ended up getting pregnant the natural way. So he had asked me, when he found out that I was moving to Georgia, he was like kind of upset. And he was like, well, I should have asked you to marry me. But see, he didn't really have a whole lot of money either. And my spirits was like, no, maybe he did though. Maybe he did. I don't know. I really don't know what he had. It kind of, I knew that he was of sound mind, body, and spirit. And then also he was a spiritual person. And Jacob has his spiritual gifts, definitely. Anyway, he was really, really like he just his whole attitude was just he was the perfect man because he was like, and that was one of the reasons why I did not have a black donor. Because most black men, they automatically think of kids as a burden. When black men, a lot of them, they automatically place the black woman on welfare, automatically. And not only that, they automatically assume that she's broke and is a low life. And I've got to say this, and I know that there's probably going to be black men that'll get angry, but y'all gonna have to tap into y'all empathy because y'all turning people away. Because you know what he said to me? He said, you have been through a lot of pain and you need to heal, is what he told me. He said, because your baby was taken from you. My baby was murdered. That miscarriage was not an accident. The father slipped me something. And I knew it for a fact because I'm kind of a detective. I know how to think back and say that's what he did. And so I know he did that. And that's why I lost that child. Right? I was in so much pain. I was not dealing with that miscarriage very well. In fact, my daughter actually told me that she remembers me having that miscarriage and just, I was so emotional. It was horrifying. So I can't handle losing my kids. So I know that I'm going to go before my kids when I do go. Cause that's like, no. And he said you deserve to be a mommy. He said you didn't deserve what that guy did or what happened to you or that miscarriage period. And and then when I got pregnant with Jacob and had Jacob, it was like all these black men were telling me that I had a little bastard and that my baby was a cave baby. None of them were empathy. None of them had empathy. None of them. And that's a turnoff for me because I'm an empath. You come on, you want to be with me, you got to at least have empathy. And you have to understand. He was very, very smart. Jacob's dad is actually very intelligent, just to let y'all know. Very intelligent, very spiritually intelligent. He's one of those kind of conspiracy theorist type of people who does research, very smart guy. So he doesn't, Jacob's father doesn't even have mental disabilities. Jacob doesn't have mental disabilities. That's a lie. That's a lie. Them people been doing work on my baby. Facts. Y'all better start paying attention to that when it comes to people that are jealous of your pregnancy and stuff and all of that. So and I've been slowly healing Jacob. I think he does need to spend time with his father. And I still talk to him. I have his phone number. So I probably will allow him to come visit. Yes, I will, because I trust him, because he got me through some stuff. And we used to talk all the time, especially when I was pregnant with Jacob. Okay. So, just to let y'all know, Jacob does have a father, and his father is not crazy and stupid. He's off somewhere living his life. He actually did move. He was traveling, and um when I lived in Lithonia, I talked to him, and he was saying that he was interested in coming through and visiting. Yeah. And he actually used to come and fix stuff at my old house when I lived in Lawrence. Sometimes I would call him over to fix stuff. Somebody in here talking Spanish. Oh, Orion's daughter, I'm so sorry to hear that. Good grief. Yeah. Yeah, that I'm gonna say something to black men right now, and y'all can take this advice all you want, but you are never going to find a decent woman. Never. You are never gonna find a decent woman with that attitude. And the woman that you're gonna get is the woman that you are being. But you want a nice, sweet woman. You want a sweet woman that's submissive, that's a good person, that you can trust to leave your kids alone with, that won't do them like Pearl Fernandez did her son. That's what you want. But you're not going to get that if you're attacking women that love their children. That is never going to happen. The reason why these single women have children is because they love their children. And you can go. The children are not an option. So y'all, I swear to God, oh my God, is look, and we're gonna watch that today actually when I get off of here. The Skeleton Key. Peep Game and the Skeleton Key. You notice in the beginning of the Skeleton Key, she was reading a story to an older black man that was in a nursing home. And he had died at the beginning of the movie. She went and told the nursing home that he had passed away, right? And the other lady, she was like, well, doesn't he have any family? And she was like, yeah, but they don't want to have anything to do with him, right? Peep game. She goes to the swamps. She quits because she said, well, these people don't really care about the patients. They don't even care. So she goes to work for the older white lady. Come to find out, their Papa Justify and Mama Cecile, who are really, older, they're like, black slaves. They're like spirits, and they're like doing this dirty magic on people to take their bodies and stuff. So my point of it is that black people have magic in them. We just do. Like, we're capable of some amazing things, but we're also capable of some horrifying things. Hence why they had her friend Jill in the movie. And then they also showed the hoodoo lady that gave her the hoodoo spell to bring the lawyer that they sacrificed. They gave him a stroke or whatever, or it appears to be a stroke, but it's not actually a stroke. It's where the body gets taken over and they switch, so they get to take over their body. So, black men, if you guys really want love, you have to start having more patience, compassion, and understanding. Stop looking at these women and their children as being a bad thing, because really, to be honest with you, ain't no woman gonna give up her kid for you. They not gonna do it. So if you expecting women to do that and just say, I'm gonna give these kids up to somebody and then go and be with, no, that ain't how you do it. That ain't how you do it. That ain't never how you do it. So, and they were literally trying to say, well, if you've had a couple of kids out of wedlock, just give them to a couple that's married, and then you can have kids later. That's the crap they were trying. It's like, man, you got me messed up. That's my child. I don't. It doesn't matter if you decided to leave the father. Those are your children. That's that woman's children. You don't see no animal doing that in nature, and we are very close to nature. So I think that is one of those things that's going to pass too. Also, another thing, guys, I got to talk to y'all about something about the coronavirus, and I'm going to set up a show about it. The coronavirus is not just what you think it is. The coronavirus is one of the biggest heart opening shifts that we've had in history. So if you are not willing to open up your heart, and if you're not willing to get that stuff off of your heart and get all that stupid stuff, these things that were made up in the minds of these men that were wanting to control, then that stuff can take you. I truly believe that. Spirit told me that last night, that, everybody's heart is opening. And, if you were doing evil stuff like that, because I can honestly say, as a mother, if somebody were to ever come to me and say, like, if the government was to actually had done that, because I think that Spirit made it so that government wasn't going to do that. Now, Pearl Fernandez was a perfect example of how Pearl Fernandez's case and her son Gabriel was so severe that it almost made women lose their rights of being a mother. That's how horrifying that abuse was. But guess what? That wasn't the right thing, because every mother shouldn't have to suffer because of what she did. Okay? So, can you imagine someone knocking on your door and saying, ma'am, we have to remove your kids because we feel that it's going to be better for you and your kids in the long run for them to live with someone else, because men lack empathy, and they need to change anyway, or either change or die, evolve or die, one or the other. So we have to remove the only family that you have. How many women do you think are going to go for that? How many mothers do you think are going to want to be separated from their child that they bonded with for 9 months? If you have proper mothering instincts, you have bonded with all of your babies individually while they were in your womb. I know that I remember giving birth to every one of my children, and I remember how it felt. I remember how at the end of the pregnancy, yeah, I just wanted the baby out. I remember experiencing all of that pain, but being willing to go through it again, because the experience is so rewarding, bringing that new life into the world. It's a beautiful experience. And a lot of these men are so messed up in their head, they can't even experience those things with their wives. They're so shut off emotionally. But there's a lot of men that aren't like that. Because when I give birth again, we are having a water birth, and my husband is going to be in that water with me. That is a sacred birth. They don't even put you in the proper birthing position in the hospital. You are not supposed to be on your back pushing those babies out. You are supposed to be squatting or bending over. So all of y'all doulas out there, y'all are being called to duty as well. Y'all are spiritual people. We are not supposed to give birth in these hospitals where all those germs are at, and bad spirits. This is probably increasing the prevalence of autism and things like that. Jacob had no vaccines, but then he started displaying symptoms. If you have symptoms of something, doesn't mean that you have it. Symptoms don't mean that you have it. Symptoms can come from anywhere. Symptoms can come from black magic. Somebody can put a curse on you and you can have symptoms. And that's exactly what happened with Gabriel and his mom and that whole family. So I'm telling y'all, I know what I'm talking about, and I do want to write a book about this. And you know what? I'm so busy that I would really like to get like maybe a ghostwriter or somebody that can like write it for me, but just put it in my words because I'm so busy and living life. And so that's why I really haven't had time to sit down and because I've got kids and then I have a lot of clients that I deal with on a daily basis and then now students. But that is the real truth about what's happening with people's families and why men are so messed up. I love men. I was just looking at a man the other day. I was looking at his videos and he got on camera and I was like, wow, I would just love to kiss him. So I don't hate men. But feminism is the spirit that came up out of patriarchy, feminism, and that's why feminism is being demonized. But we've got to get rid of patriarchy before we can get rid of feminism. Because until they, you know what I'm saying, until they do that, it's not going to get any better. And that's the truth. You men have to understand that when a child is born, it is ordained by God. You got to quit questioning the birth of these children. So what if the baby daddy wasn't no good, or if he was doing this, or if he was doing that, or whatever the case was, those children were supposed to be here. And they were supposed to have the exact DNA of that person. So stop questioning life. That's what's wrong with us on this planet. And we used to didn't do that. It was some kind of apocalypse or a spiritual apocalypse that brought these demons in to teach men that, because at the beginning of time, men actually valued and treasured their women. And I hate to demonize Adam and Eve, but there's a problem with that. That's why I don't use Adam and Eve root in my workings, my love workings anymore. Because Adam is a bit of an asshole. Adam screwed Lilith over. He did. In fact, Lilith and Adam, I believe that he raped her, because where did the babies come from? How did Lilith have babies unless she did parthenogenesis? Lilith was pregnant and she must have gave birth to a bunch of babies, which I believe Lilith, why do I feel like she has ties with Yah? For some reason, she had a bunch of babies, evidently, because Adam sent these demons. I think that they're fallen angels. He sent people after her to threaten her if she did not come back to him. That he would kill her babies every day. So all of that biblical stuff, whatever that demon is, I don't know if it's the snake, or I don't know if it's Adam and Eve, or either this entity that they were talking to claiming that it was God. But to me, that doesn't seem right. And also it's outdated. So a lot of people that are very, that are very, 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 very religious, that are literally taking this religion and attacking people with it, those people are living in the past. They're having past life transgressions. So, and if you are a woman or a man that's dealing with that, you're having a past life transgression. Now the evil demons and the pedophilic demons, I want to tell y'all, they're all in that Bible. All those demons are in those Bibles. I feel like what they need to do with that is they need to put it away. In my opinion, the Bible is a cursed object. So I was actually going to talk about that heavily when I do my cursed object video, but I've been so busy. And then also I haven't really had anything clean to wear. But I do have a washer so I can wash, but I'm still going to get this dryer done. Right. She wanted to be equal to Adam. and he wanted her to like submit to him, and I think she wanted to be on top and he wanted to be on top or something like that. She wasn't comfortable in the sexual position that they were in with him being on top for some reason, maybe because she was a virgin. Mhm. Yeah. That is a lot of symbolism in that. Maybe she was a virgin, when she. But anyway, Lilith left him, and she must have been pregnant at the time that she left him because, why would those angels that he sent after her threaten her babies? Where did she get babies from? He was supposed to be the only man on earth. And she literally told him, she said, Adam, you are such an. Adam was an asshole. That's why he gave birth to two murderous sons. People wasn't ready for that. When I told him, I said the reason why you can't find nobody after your baby daddy or after your first husband is because you got that Adam and Eve curse on you. And he, as a man, put it on you. The man put it on you so that he could keep you. Even if you're not with him, he just want to keep you. See, that is called selfishness. Because at the time Adam thought that he was the only. Oh, that's what it was. Maybe those babies didn't belong to Adam. Adam thought that he was the only man on earth for some reason, but he wasn't. So Lilith flew all off and found somebody else. It's weird because if a man is not romantic, I think that Adam was just not romantic. He was like, you woman, I man, lay down and I get on top of you. No flowers. He didn't buy her a loaf of bread. He didn't even want to feed her first. He told her that she couldn't eat a fucking apple. He wanted to have sex with her on an empty stomach. In my opinion, I think that the whole Adam and Eve thing, because a lot of people be like, yeah, so I don't use it in my love workings either. If you do have that in your bloodline, I will, however, pay respects to your ancestors for that situation. But most of those marriages are very unhappy. That's why I do work on people that have been divorced. They've got married in the church by a Christian or a Catholic priest or Baptist out of that Bible. Okay. You don't go get married in one of those churches. I don't agree with it. I don't believe in it. I believe that it is a mistake. So a lot of the women that come to me, because I have a lot of women that were in love, but and their man was in love with them too, but they got married in the church. And yeah, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get torn down in that situation. So these marriages are very unhappy because these demons are roaming, and it's just not a good energy. I would rather have a Hindu wedding. I would rather have a Hindu wedding. In fact, I'm going to start researching that because I want to start marrying people. So I think that's the reason why, spirits, because I just skipped straight to high priestess, and I feel that I can marry people. And because my energy is so good. If I unite two people, they're gonna be united for real. And we're gonna bring in the correct energies, not the energies of that, church wedding stuff. And I think that we've been getting all of the hints and symbolism that those things are bad and we should let them go. For example, I know y'all don't like for me to bring up Charmed, but that's one of my favorite shows. I will watch a marathon of Charmed because I like anything, any shows or movies that have to do with witches and witchcraft. I've always loved them, even since I was a kid. I've always loved fairy tales because you can see the magic and symbolism in those too, and that's why we liked those movies because we were already magical people. But in the show Charmed, Piper and Leo try to get married in the church, and Ancestors was just tearing it down. They ended up getting married in a freaking cemetery. You don't get married in no church. In fact, church is a trap house. That's a trap house. Yeah. Pagans and Wiccans typically hand fast. I am Orion's daughter, but I need his physical body. I need him, damn it. Make him come to me today. Make him come to me today. I know I can feel him in the spirit realm, but you know what he's gonna have to do? He's gonna have to, you know what I was thinking the other day, guys, speaking of love, this is gonna blow y'all mind. But what if witches, you are like an incarnated god or something, and like we got split somehow, and like some of us are trying to literally find a body for our soulmate. So that means that you could basically meet anybody and put that spirit inside of them. What, like tell me what y'all think of that. Witchy officials. Can he, is he gonna take over the body of somebody? That's what I'm wondering, because I feel like he's definitely a warlock. Or no, I don't feel like he's a warlock. I feel like he's an angel, but he's, he can just do witchcraft with his mind. I feel like he's an angel, is what I feel. Yeah, and they do all kind of stuff. They, there's like wedding incantations that you can do, and you can call on certain deities and stuff. I know I love the show Charm. They actually showed a Hindu wedding. If you look at Charm, like if you were somebody that actually watched it, like a lot of the things that they have in it, are would be considered new age, but these things are not necessarily new age. Now, I'm not even saying that Hindus have the perfect marriages either. I'm not even saying that. So that may not necessarily even be the solution necessarily, but just maybe joining each other together and paying respect to each other's ancestors, and, making vows that you're actually going to keep to that person. Yeah, I need his body. I need his voice. I need his mind. I need his hands to touch me and to do handiwork around here. You know what I'm saying? I need all of those things. And then I need for him to have some money or to be able to make money. Look, I'm a woman. And if I can manage to pull in what I pull in every month, a man should be able to do that too. Okay. Something. You said he's trying to find a worthy vessel. Yep, that's what I was waiting on you to say. Because I knew that. I'm wondering what he's looking for. Let's connect with our spiritual soulmate and ask what he's looking for. Like, what is he looking for in a vessel? Does he want that person to not drink alcohol? I think that's what it is. I don't think that my spiritual husband, like maybe a little bit of alcohol every now and then, but just, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe he would have to not be an alcoholic. You know what the crazy part about it is that all of the men that I have met have been alcoholics, like literally real bad alcoholics. But you know why they drink? Because they feel pressure from me. They feel pressure. Like I know my ex, their father, he would always come home and rub his head, and I would say, "What's wrong?" And he would say, "Your family, your family." He would always say, "My family." And I'm like, "Well, what are they doing?" So but back then I was young and dumb. Yes, Supernatural. Ooh, I love it. I love Supernatural. In fact, Jacob's father looks like Jensen Ackles. I am not joking with you. He looks like him. Well, maybe not exactly like him, but he that was the first thing that I thought. But yeah, I love Supernatural. But guys, I don't discriminate against black men. I don't. I want to make that clear, but I just want him to be right. It seemed like many of them they don't be right. Why do I feel though, like intuitively, that whoever it is though, he's not gonna be very tall. He'll be taller. He'll probably be taller than me, but he's not going to be like 6'3". You know what I'm saying? Like maybe 5'11", 5'9", maybe ish. Cause I'm only 5'4", and I'm not exactly into tall men. My father's tall. My father's tall though. What's that? What you share? You sharing the Destiny's Child Bills Bills? You're right about that, Orion's daughter, but it seems like all of them have like I'm gonna tell y'all something. None of them have, because I feel like this. I feel like it is a fiery wall surrounding me, and he got to get through that. He got to be able to know how to get through that firewall and just be able to chill and relax. Because my family will stalk, harass you. My father will probably stalk and harass you covertly. My mother will stalk and harass you covertly. Yeah. So you got to have a mind to deal with that, because you notice how y'all know it's the truth. Y'all know I ain't lying. They will harass you. My family will harass you for some reason. I don't know what that's about. So I guess I have to, and that's why I always tell them, don't talk to them. And they always end up even talking and they always end up either talking to somebody in my family, because they're gonna push you away. Like, and I don't know if that's just natural, if it's just because none of the men that I was with, I was meant to be with at that time. That's probably what it is. Maybe they won't do it when it's the right one, because he'll probably say to them, mm-mm. Because the rest of them, the way they were, they didn't feel strong enough to fight the curse. So they said, look, since I can't beat these people, I'm just gonna join them. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to sugar scrub my lips when I did my sugar scrub. You can mix up a little bit and just, I gotta sugar scrub my lips because they're looking kind of dark. I told y'all my melanin is coming out though. It's all, why does it do this though? I don't like when it do that. So I'm gonna use that Ambi on these two areas. It seems like I always have to use it on these two areas. Because if this has a tan on it, it can kind of make you look older. Or, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway. Or either just I look flushed or something. It looks kind of red. I don't know. Thank you, Donovan. No, what I was going to say is that my experience with men, my family will meet them. It starts off okay. My family will meet them. Um, they'll stalk, harass them, call the police on him. Okay, if they know where we live, they'll call the police. Because my uncle did that, and literally nothing was going on. Nothing was going on. And then what'll happen is that we'll start arguing because he's being weak minded. Like accusing me of stuff that I haven't done. So the first thing they'll do is they'll try to tell him that I'm cheating, even though that makes no sense. I've been sitting right here the whole time. You was gone for an hour. I was sitting right here. So some of them were cheating on me, but then feeling guilty and then had to accuse me. But there were a few times where I know for a fact that there were agents close to the family And they're like a secret mob of people or something. My mother and her brother, and a couple of different people. And so what the man will do is, and then I'll get tired of it. I'll get tired of it, throw him out, and then my ex will go and join the family in torturing me. That's happened to every relationship I've had. I swear to goddess. So yeah, and you know what? The only way I could remove that curse was by moving away from getting as far away from it as possible. Because that wasn't the normal thing, but I still think that it's kind of like maybe divine timing, because there's been times where I felt bad. I blame myself because this man, it'll seem like he's in love with me, and it'll be and he'll be like, but I'm heartbroken. You mean to tell me that I went through all of this with your family and you don't love me no more? Like, so I've actually sometimes I felt guilty. Now they've opened up a department in the whole conspiracy. They've opened up a department that helps the man feel better, and they send a hoe in to make him feel better. So I'm tired of it. So what I will do, because I'm tired of this happening to me, and I want to make sure it don't happen again, is I'll break him up with the hoe. You not gonna make him feel better. You're not gonna do it. He needs to know how much he hurt me. And you're not gonna sit up here and show him your boobs or show him your booty and talk negatively about me and lie to him and tell him that he did exactly the right thing, because by that time, my heart is already broken. Now, hold on a second, guys. Hold on. My lips are dark because I forgot to. That's exactly what's happening. You know what? A few of them I was in love with. A few of them I was really, really, really sad about it. Like, yeah. But see, the men have to not let them in either. So like, but it's like it just seemed like none of them have actually, so maybe none of them were worthy. None of them actually fought back. And if they did fight back, they wasn't trying to like be there for me. So that aspect of it, because and you know what? I think that some of the things that were done kind of led to more traumatic things happening to these men. And I honestly believe that it's somebody in my family trying to sacrifice all of my men too. I've thought, trust me, I've been in deep thought about my love life, and I am very concerned about it. And no, I am never, ever, ever, hold on, guys, I gotta go get me some Coca Cola. I am never, ever, ever going to let it go, because that aspect of it isn't right. In fact, none of my exes should even be this bitter, because I don't even have to do anything. I'm not the one doing anything. Like, for example, my last boyfriend, who's still my boyfriend, he was blaming me because he was being stalked by these people. I'm like, how is that my fault? I didn't tell them to stalk you. So I get blamed for what they do. And then at the same time, he blaming me, and then my heart get broke. It's sad. It really is, y'all. It's got to be fixed. Somebody please help me with my love life, please. I'm telling y'all, it's the God's honest of the truth. And no, I do not believe that there is no man out there that's worthy. I think that somebody has single-handedly been destroying my relationships with people that wouldn't even be that bad. Because for some reason, after my ex got around my mama, he became very toxic. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. First of all, it's not that I'm submissive, I'm just quiet. I don't do nothing to bother nobody, but I think that my mother is real bitter. She hates men. She don't, my mother don't never want a man. She wants to be alone the rest of her life. I don't. I don't. I actually got into arguments with her about that because, and I knew my mother was doing something to push my men away because there was a guy that literally, this dude, he really 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 liked me. He really did. And I was staying with her, right? And so me and this guy, we were sitting on the couch, and he was literally massaging my feet, right? My mother asked him to come into the kitchen. I don't know what she did, but he left and never came back and never called me. And after that I said I am never bringing any of my men around her again. But somehow they seem to get linked up with her. So he'll have people harassing him that have nothing to do with me if they find out who you are. And that's obvious. And y'all know I'm not lying about that because y'all saw it single handedly. Y'all saw it. So, the way to get to me is not, as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to my love life, I don't really have family like that. Because my mother is going to get rid of you. Even if she has to talk about me, that's how she does it. She turns you against me. She says all kind of disgusting things. She will do disgusting things. You know what I suspect that she did that day? I suspect that she flashed him because my mother has breast implants. My mother has breast implants, and I suspect that she flashed him with those breast implants. She probably took them from me. She did. My mama been doing stuff like that for years. Now, another thing I've noticed is that, first of all, my boobs are not that bad looking. They're not. They are not that bad looking, but for some reason, and men usually like them until they go and talk to, it's some kind of something that they do. I hate that shit too, and I'm not gonna let them do it again. I'm not. There is a difference between a natural breast and a breast implant breast, and my breasts look better, damn it, than a breast implant. In my humble opinion, my boobs and natural boobs are better. Sorry. Because you know what? First of all, I would never, ever, ever on any day of any damn week put a plastic thing inside of my boob. Now I would possibly get, maybe if it were all that, I would get breast reconstruction. But why would I even go through all of that? Most of us women, we're just malnourished. I notice that when I'm eating right and I'm eating the right things and I'm not stressed out, my boobs are fine. When all that stuff started happening, it seemed like you start doing all that heavy breathing and you start getting it. I'm telling y'all, it's the truth. I'm not gonna sit up there and do that to my body. People will feed and feed and feed off of you and then wonder why your breasts look like, it's like, well, that's because I'm feeding you and you not feeding me. And then plus, the breasts have to be stimulated, and most women, why I would never get it, because of that small chance of losing nipple stimulation. What is the point in having a breast that looks pretty that has no filling in it? No, thank you. Because your nipples, when they cut when they insert that breast implant, that's why they don't remove the nipple anymore. So they do perform those breast implant surgeries a little bit different. They slide it into a pocket, but even doing that can risk the nerves being damaged in your nipples. Do you know how important your nipple filling is to your hormones? They tell women to stimulate their nipples to help create pitocin. So your nipples are very important hormonally. They're not just there for show, they're there for a reason. That's why men have nipples too. Nipples balance out your sex hormones. So if you lose sensation in your boobs, that's why I tell women don't do that. Because those are very important hormones. And men have gotten so messed up that, they don't, unless you have these, and it's like, well, she can't feel nothing anyway in her nipples, maybe. And then also, it's a fake black breast implant with fluid in it. And those things are very nasty because if you look at that show Botched, it will turn you off of plastic surgery. Some people it won't. There's been cases where people that had surgeries that have botched, they have to go in and fix it. You have to get maintenance on them things. They cause breast cancer. They cause hormonal imbalances. No, thank you. I'd rather have my saggy, natural boobs so that he can play with my nipples and I can get turned on correctly. And then I can also ovulate. And no, I don't want to be a stick figure because a woman has to have a certain amount of fat on her body to even ovulate. So no, thank you. I'm not interested in being a stick figure and I'm not interested in looking like a blow up Barbie doll either. Gosh, you know what? I swear that's one of the worst things that happen, but let those men go be with those plastic women with fake boobs. Find you a real man. For real. With a real mind. Oh, really? You don't like real boobs? Well, guess what? I like a man that has a real mind. If they didn't spend so much time trying to tear us down, if you spend a certain amount of years being torn down, your body will actually show signs of it. That's why I try to stay away from it as often as possible. And even men will gain weight. When I do get married, guys, if we he is not allowed to talk to my family. Not any of them. No, thank you. Because somehow that crazy crap will get in, and I would technically you're supposed to leave your family and go and get married. You're not supposed to just be up underneath your cousins and your uncles for the rest of your life. But it seems like this is what ends up happening, especially in black families. That's why my kids and the reason why my children, like my daughter already got a job, they're planning on getting a place together. And that's I told them to do that because that see, they don't want to be up underneath their mama. And I don't want them unless they can come visit. Yeah, they'll drive over and visit me all the time. I'll babysit. But they want their own lives. What is up with these people, these parents that want you to live with them? And see that to me, when you are a mother that expects your child to replace your man, and it's like I said, Tyrese is the man of the house because he's the oldest, but he's not because he can't do this right here, and I know that. I'm perfectly sane enough to know that. Now, of course, I can call a repair person or somebody to install it for me, and that's a way to deal with that. But in all honesty, why should you have to be single for the rest of your life because your mother wants that for herself? And that's what many of you are going through. Hence the gen hex removers. When you guys get y'all money and y'all income tax, remove that stuff. And I noticed that it does make a difference, but you can't get with a man. It's not going to change a man that's already been sullied. If they've already soiled and left a stain on a man, it's going to be very difficult to change his mind because he's already going to be programmed. Those are true facts. You remove that gen hex, you cut ties with those folks, and you'll meet somebody in no time. In fact, I had a client in 2018 that she got a gen hex removal for her husband because he had a dick demon on him. And she got a gen hex removal from her side because Her family, it was like all of the women divorced or something. It was like divorce was like a hex in the family. I removed that 2 years later. They're still together, and he's not cheating. And then I did a binding on him for her too. Cause I'm telling you, he'll be sleeping with women in your family. You got that hex on your family, and the women ain't got no sense, and they don't have a lot of scruples, and it just is bad. And it's not to say that the man is a bad person necessarily, but if a woman is offering her body to him, what is she? What? It's very hard for a man to just turn that down. And if you have a family with women in it that are like regularly sharing the same man, and if a man come in for one person, they all trying to get dibs on him, that man is not going to respect you or any of the women in your family. So how are you ever going to actually find somebody? So while you're going through those times of celibacy, work on yourself spiritually is what folks need to do, but you can't tell everybody to do what they need to do. A man will disrespect you based upon the women that you hang with too. Hello? He will disrespect you thinking that you're like them. That's why you can't hang around with certain women, because he'll think that he can disrespect you just because they floozies. And it's like, well, first of all, I don't hang with them, so don't disrespect me. I just want a man that I can cook for and make love to, and help me pay these bills and have babies and live a good life with. I don't want all that extra drama. Keep it out of my house. Okay, am I not doing it for you? What are you, bored? Oh, you like being on the edge at night? Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, guys, and I'm serious about that. Because for me, I take my relationships with men very seriously. There are some people that don't. They have a different man every week. I'm not like that. And no, I would never share a man with nobody in my family, or I ain't into that either. So, cause especially if a man think that, it's some kind of, because for your mother to flirt with your man, that is incestuous. For anybody that wants to sleep with your man in the family, they really are, it's some kind of backwards incest, because they want to get close to where you're at. I don't want to taste my mother or my cousin or my daughter on another man, on a man. I don't want to taste them at all. So people got to stop acting like roaches, man. What are you doing? That's why I be telling y'all, and I be seeing these men go through your family. It's like, ugh, and I be seeing it too sometimes in y'all reading. I be like, what's up with your family? Why? Or is your cousins married? And you got to be respectful when none of the cousins are married. All your female cousins, including your mama, is single. So you bring a man in, they like, ooh, how you catch this man? Because I'm cute. And then for some reason, that devil or demon will just get on him, and he'll just, he'll be sleeping with your family members while he's in it. It's like, man, and I understand that everybody needs like sexual healing, but I think that that's pretty disgusting. So some of y'all got more dysfunctional families than you think. You can be an innocent person like me who I don't do orgies, I don't do swinging parties. I've done some stuff, but I don't do that. I don't do that. And I'm looking for somebody that I can be monogamous with, because of stuff like the Ebola virus and the corona. Yeah, because spiritual disease can be transferred very easily through sex. So I want somebody that can think, you know what I'm saying, and say, hey, why would I do this, And you can't think, oh, well, it's her cousin, so That mean it must be all good because it's all in the family. No, no, no. Okay, because I have seen it and I have diagnosed it to where you got the triple goddess in your family is just, it's just like, all the women trying to seduce this one man, and that's your man. Like, I'm possessive. Like, what are you doing? Now, I'm not gonna go crazy and murder people. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna go away. I'm just gonna like not want anything to do with that or be a part of that. That's highly inappropriate. A lot of these men, they'll get them perverted thoughts in their mind and they'll just do stuff. And it's like, you bring your ass home. That's all it is to it. You get off of work at 5 o'clock. And I ain't even gotta tell him that. Like if he's going somewhere else, hey babe, I'm stopping by the store. I'll be an extra 20 minutes. I'm just going to the store to pick us up this, and that, because I know that you need it. And then I'll be home. Now unless he done found some kind of super sophisticated way to cheat, maybe perhaps he sent the heifer to go and do the shopping so that he could meet up with her for 20 minutes or something. And then that way I wouldn't suspect. So then I would test the temperature of the groceries. So I'm a detective and an analyzer, and I'll know something's up. I'll be like, these groceries kind of feel kind of warm. You sure you just came from the grocery store? That man, that's real tall. Mm-mm. And I lose interest in a man that's attracted to another. It just gets to me. Especially if it's somebody that's in it's like, I know y'all like, dang, but this is stuff that's really God, this is stuff that's really happening, y'all. What are we gonna do about it? No, I wish he would because I'm gonna be monitoring it. And a lot of times he'll say, "Oh, I'm with the fellas." You're not with the fellas. He'll come if I suspect a man is cheating on me. He'll come home. I'll have all of his stuff packed up. I'll be like, "Well, go ahead and leave me. Like a parting gift. Like, just go ahead and give me about 3 grand, and then you can just go. Then I'll pretty much make it from here because clearly you're not happy with what's happening here. So perhaps we should just let this go for real. Cause I'ma know when you cheating. That's another reason why I can't keep a man too, is because I know when he cheating. Cause I'm so psychic. When these men, when these men, y'all, when they say she crazy, that means that you psychic. They know that you know what they've been doing, and you don't like it. Okay? And you ain't having it. Anyway, y'all, I gotta go. I love you guys. Contact me if you need me. All right. Love and light. Uh oh. I pressed the